welcome to our final full day at Sharpstone. Today I think we're going to go back to more again, actually, was the plan that we settled on. We're going to target pike quite a bit. We all got the itch for some more big pike. We know there's some more big ones out there. It's been a little bit of a slower week for us compared to the last couple years for pike. I think a lot of that has to do with the water being so unbelievably low. There's really no good deep weed beds anywhere to fish. But we think we have some spots narrowed down now. We finally ruled in a bunch of spots where we've either seen big pike, of which we have seen a lot of big pike, or caught big pike. So we have a lot of spots that we want to hit on more. I think we're just going to recycle through them throughout the day. Go fish for walleyes in the meantime, in the middle when we let them reset. But all it takes is one cast and it can change in a hurry. Last day was our best big pike day. Last year, our last day was our best big pike day by far. So hopefully the same thing will happen today.
Let's go see what they got. Looks good. Is it really? I gotta come see. That's the biggest pike I've ever seen. That's a monster, dude. Holy smokes.
Yeah, if he beats 43.25, he's the new record.
I got his tail. Head on?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Dude, is his head, tell me when his head's on. Is it bumping right now?
Yep.
44.
Nice.
Let me get some really good pictures of this one, Caleb. Get the best hold you've ever done. That's the biggest pike I've ever seen.
Shoots, he scores.
You're holding the other way again. I want to make sure I really nail this dude because that's a monster. That might be the biggest one you ever catch. 44-inch pike, Caleb. What an absolute monster, dude.
44-inch.
Let's go.
Head on it.
What a giant. What a giant. Let's get that guy back. What an absolute monster, dude. That might be the biggest pike you ever catch, man. I've never seen one like that. Here, just hold him. Don't rock him. Don't rock him. Just hold him. You don't want to push any water through his gills. 44?
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, that's the biggest. That's the biggest pike I've ever seen.
Yeah, buddy.
That is the biggest pike
Up here,
I've ever seen. Fish of a lifetime right there, man. Wow. I mean, wow.
Well, guys, now we're shooting for a 45.
37 and a half. You guys are raking them in this boat.
Midday update. It is 11:54. We've been fishing for about 2 hours, and Joe and Caleb have had the hot hand. Joe got a 37.5 inch, and Caleb got the biggest pike that I've ever seen with a huge 44 inch. Big, fat, giant. It's not even noon yet. We're going to switch over to walleyes for a little bit, let some of our pike areas reset, and get back at it. But I think we got some more big fish in us today. It's kind of a little bit overcast, windy. Seems like a fishy type of day.
There we go. It is a pike. That's what I'm going to try and do. Almost there. What's that? What is that? Good pike right there. Yeah. Right here. No, he just came up to the surface. He almost looked like he had a lure in his mouth. Yeah. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. A nice pike surface way out here in 22 feet. Unless I'm just seeing things, it was a good fish. I feel like this little saddle right there would be a good spot. Let's go. Let's go over there.
40.
Is his mouth touching right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him 41.
41, right on the money.
Super good looking fish.
So you can't see them.
There you go. That's better.
Don't twist it.
Well, sideways, like flat, like, you know.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking fish.
Yeah, that's a good picture, dude. He's got a good picture.
You don't want to rub him too much to get his slime off. Just hold him there, dude. He'll kick. You don't want to really rock these fish. Just hold him exactly still.
There you go, big boy.
Some noise, though. I do have fish. That's a... Oh, never mind. Never mind. What? Feel better. Decent. Not that big. Not that big though. That kind of came out of nowhere. What you call a downpour right now, man. Wow. I got a fish, I think. Walleyes in the rain. I can't really hear you, man. It's raining too hard. There he is, he followed me. Got him. A solid fish. Just curious. 33 dead. Make it into a big walleye. Let's get ourselves a big fish already. Nice one. Yeah, that's a better one. That's good. I think. Maybe not.
Another 23.
Seems like.
Maybe.
Seems. Oh, wow, we're way off. 22. Good fish though. Look at that long. Spooky. Dude, it is absolutely pouring. Wow.
Another update. It's about 5 o'clock. Huge storms and rains and everything came in and just slammed us. We got off of Moore's just in the nick of time, and we actually came back to the cabin to ride this out for a bit because it's kind of gnarly. It's still raining right now. It was coming down like crazy for a while. In the meantime, from the last update, Caleb got another 41-inch pike on that same spot that he got the 44. So he and Joe have had a good day. 37.5, 41, and 44. My dad and I are lagging behind a bit on the pike. Hopefully this rain will pass in a bit and we get out at it on Sharpstone. It's going to be a Sharpstone day from here on out. Storms seem to have passed us by enough to get back out there. I think we might give up on the pike fishing for the day at this point. Go out there and get a bunch of walleyes. We're going to have fish for dinner tonight. Maybe keep a few fish for taking back home tomorrow. Finish off the limits tomorrow. And hopefully get a couple hours of pike fishing in there tomorrow. But for tonight, we're going back off for walleyes on Sharpstone for a couple hours. See if we get a big one. See if we get a big pike maybe while we're doing it too.
There we go. I got one. Hey, it's right around. Yeah, we got 4. Yeah, I think I see 3. Looks like. A couple of them aren't quite as big, but a lot of slaughters. They got 3 or 4 overs.
Final update of the day. The rain absolutely annihilated us again about 20 minutes ago. We were fishing for walleyes for about an hour and a half or so. Caught maybe 20, 25 walleyes between the 2 boats. A couple nice ones. I got a 24 and a half. Caleb got a 25. Lots of overs, lots of 20 plus inch fish. Kept a bunch of eaters for dinner. Kept a couple for tomorrow. But this rain, these clouds they're nasty. So I had to get in a little bit early. Regardless, tomorrow we're going to get out for, I think, a couple hours. We might head to the rapids, see if we can get a few more eaters quick to take home. Maybe hit a couple pike bays, cross our fingers for one last big pike here on Sharpstone. Otherwise, I think the plane's supposed to be here sometime tomorrow between 11 and noon, and that will conclude our trip. But hopefully, we got one more big one in us. We got a couple bays we kind of want to hit. We've been going to more the last few days, but we think there's a couple good pike spots here on Sharpstone, so hopefully we'll get a good one. It's been a phenomenal trip so far, though. But it's just about over. Good morning. One last intro for this video. It's very early right now. It's about 10 after 6, something like that. We're gonna try and get out fishing for a couple hours. I think we might go try and finish off our eater walleyes, maybe try and hit pike for a bit, see if we can get one more big one. It's early, we're tired, it looks kind of foggy, kind of hazy maybe. Hopefully there's no problem with the plane coming in, but hopefully we got one more big fish in us. We're gonna give it a shot. We're trying our hardest. It's grueling how much we fish up here, but hopefully it pays off today. We'll find out. We got maybe, depending on when we get out there, maybe 3 hours on the lake, something like that. So we'll see how we do. This is like 5 minutes after I took that intro, and the smoke is coming in thick. So hopefully the smoke lightens up a bit, because I'm not sure Jamie's going to be able to fly and land in this. So we'll cross our fingers this clears out. It's pretty bad right now. So I think we're gonna have about 2 hours to fish or so. I think we're gonna set up Caleb and Joe, see if they can get some eater walleyes. My dad and I still aren't satisfied with our big pike. For whatever reason, we just haven't been able to get them in our boat. It's been kind of an unlucky year for us. So hopefully we get a big one in the next couple hours. That's what we're shooting for. Hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be holding a 40-inch pike.
Do or die, unless we get stranded, in which case I think we'll definitely get a big one. Oh, jeez, that freaked me out. Little snake right next, little tiny guy right next to the boat. Makes a run. If he makes a run, then it's a good one. That ain't the big pike I'm after. Hopefully it's an eater, but I think it's going to be a little too big. Too big. good fish though.
It's over 20.
Final update, the plane is coming, so they are able to make it. It's pretty smoky, but they must have a path to get up here, because earlier I thought there was no way. Now it looks like they have a shot, so they're on their way up right now. I'll be taking off. Hopefully in about an hour they should be landing somewhere around there. Went out fishing for pike this morning. Pretty slow for the pike. I think 32.5 was the biggest, couple small ones. Really, we're only able to fish for about an hour and a half, and this ungodly low water is making Sharpstone tough for us anyway to find a good pike. Got tons of walleyes, lots of eaters, some nice fish. I think that's about gonna wrap it up. I think this will be my last update from actually up here on Sharpstone. I'll probably throw in a little bit of stuff back home, kind of give a recap of the trip, some of the numbers, some of the big fish. But I think that's gonna do it for the fishing for Sharpstone / more 2025. And there is our final leaderboard. Caleb with a commanding first place finish. Joe in second, also hitting that 65-inch threshold. Me in third, just below that 65-inch. It was close, but just couldn't quite get there. And this year was, by all accounts, a slower year for my dad. Normally, he's right up towards the top of the leaderboard, and this year, it was just not his year. Overall, though, we caught a ton of big fish, and this leaderboard looks pretty good. I'm very happy with how this turned out for the group. Well, here I am back at home. I've actually just finished editing these videos, and this is going to be the last sequence from this series. We had another incredible week at Sharpstone. Rob and Bev run a great operation with the Outpost Company. I could not recommend them enough. The cabin was great. The boats and motors are awesome. Jamie's an incredible pilot. The guys that help load your stuff on and off the plane are hilarious, great guys. Everything about the operation is incredible and could not recommend it enough. And the fishing is also unbelievable. The only lake that I've experienced fishing that's as good as Sharpstone and more is Lac Seul. And Lac Seul is known as one of the best fishing lakes anywhere in the world. So Sharpstone and more are about as good as it gets. We got a ton more big pike on this trip. Joe and Caleb is their first time to Canada, and those guys crushed it for the big ones. Between the two of them, their biggest four were 39.5, 241s, and Caleb got that massive 44-inch. So it's just an incredible week for those guys. My dad and I just didn't have the luck this year. We got some nice pike, a couple nice walleyes. Didn't get anything too huge in our boat, but it was still a phenomenal trip, and I'm very thankful for everything that we did up there. The weather this week was crazy. The smoke was insane, unlike anything I've ever seen before. I've actually been looking at the smoke values up there these last couple days, and it seems like literally all that smoke is just blown out of there. It was like our week just happened to be terrible for it. I think I mentioned in one of the other videos that I looked at a smoke sensor from Little Grand Rapids, which is about 15-20 miles away from Sharpstone. And one day up there, their smoke sensor, the AQI reading, got up to 1,243. Now, for reference, any reading over 300 is considered hazardous, where you're not even supposed to be outdoors breathing it. And it got up to 1,243 for us one day. So the smoke was insane. I would never wear an N95 mask while I'm fishing if I had any other choice. But unfortunately, the smoke was that bad that we had to do that so we could stay out there and fish. Now, it's a grueling trip with how much we fish. We fish 10, 12 hours a day. We get up early, we go to bed late, we fish all day. But for us, we love it. That's kind of what we do, and that's what we love to do. And we catch a lot of big fish doing that. We hit it as hard as we can. I myself put in tons and tons of time and effort before this trip, searching for spots, trying to game plan, figure out what we're going to do. So there's a lot of extra effort that goes into this trip specifically to make sure that we're all on good fish and that we're all on the right spots. And I'm super glad that it paid off and that guys got on a lot of big fish this trip. This is also the first thing I've done where I've kind of put a little bit more effort into creating these videos. So if you guys watching this enjoy these videos or like this content, feel free to let me know. If these videos do well, or if you guys like this sort of thing, I can do this same thing next year, because I'm pretty sure we're going back to Sharpstone again next year. But that'll about wrap it up for this trip. It was an incredible week. It was a very memorable week. The weather was crazy. The fishing was crazy. Caleb got the biggest pike that I've ever seen, that any of us have ever seen. So it was a great, phenomenal week. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you watched all 4 episodes of this series. I appreciate it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.